Right, so in terms of sequence, very, very good, okay? This was the one on the left-hand side before. Your club was going down first, then setting your feet, and the distance from the ball was good. The problem was, as we said, that grip on that left hand particularly was a little bit on the weaker side in terms of performance. Like not performance, in terms of position, okay? A ball that tends to go out to the right for a right-handed golfer is a weaker shot. A shot that tends to go left is a stronger shot. It's just like, think about playing a cricket. If I pull hook it, it's got more power than one that sort of just blocks out to the right. So that hand being kind of over to the, as you look down, I guess, to the left, is going to create more of an open club face, okay? So when we're gripping the golf club, we want to make sure we can see, if I put the club line up here now, on the shaft, there, you can see that's going through your left wrist there, okay? If you just look at the two positions here now, this is the one you want to look at. Just look how much more black of the glove you can see, yeah? So you can see the logo here on your left glove there, okay, or on your glove. Two knuckles of your left hand are visible. And that really is what we're going to try and do in terms of the position of your left hand. So it might take a little bit of sort of playing about with that, getting a golf club in your hand, certainly across the fingers, nice and loose. There's a little bit of a kind of curve here in your left wrist. We don't want to be bowing the left wrist round this way because that will lock the wrist anyway. Let your left arm kind of hang down and get it. So the wrist joint here, okay, is literally resting on top. And you can see your thumb is just off centre there to the right slightly, okay? Now we're not just moving the thumb and doing this like a rudder going side to side because that doesn't change your hand. The thumb and forefinger are kind of together and your hand moves kind of this way, not just move the thumb across, right? So but getting that left hand grip better. I mean, there's both of these swings actually look very, very similar because the movement we discussed obviously last time is all very, very good. Good turn the top of the backswing now. Club coming down nicely. Good impact position there, okay? Same good backswing on this right hand side here now. Club coming down here now, impact position. Next frame. Very similar. There's some good moves there, but we know this one because of that grip. Okay, the club's going to be square to target. See the black bit now shows your hands return back to its natural position, and then we can swish through to a follow through position. Whereas this one, you do the same kind of swish through, but the club was aiming. If the yellow line here represents your target line, your club at impact, because of the grip being a little bit in that sort of weaker position, the club was probably pointing here. So what will happen is the ball will kind of start just on that right yellow line and start curving this way, and miss on the right. And then once you start missing a few to the right, if it's 20 yards right, over 160 yards, you're probably in the fairway, so you'll be like, okay, if that starts getting to sort of 25, 30, and it becomes a problem and you're missing it over here and further, then you'll either, as we said, aim further left, turn the club on the ground to start with, which can work, but it's sort of duct taping or masking over a fault, or you start swinging left, both of which are going to cause you to lose power because the ball's curving more in the air now. And there'll be sometimes when you're on the golf course, I mean, I'm not saying not play the Bridgend one, but if you're on a golf course and say there's a load of trouble on the left-hand side, water or trees, are you going to want to stand there aiming towards a load of trouble going, well, it should go left to right in the air? Because you'll know golf is an absolute sod. The one that goes straight left will just keep going. Oh, my God, why don't I aim straight? So if we can get yourself into a situation where you're playing golf, and again, there are golfers been playing for 15, 20 years, should we say, maybe more, where there's the target, and they suffer with a certain shape, whether it be left to right or right to left, and they hit golf balls to avoid trouble. And you're like, well, hang on, there's your target, hit it to where you want to go. Don't swing the club away from where you don't want to go. But if you're always weak with that grip position, the club's coming back right, you'll do these sort of like moving left or swinging left or aiming left, and then of course you've got three wrongs to make a right. And then if it doesn't make a right, it goes either way too far left and you lose the ball left, or it slices further right, and it's just tough to play. And like I say, a ball curving in the air that much might be travelling. That ball, if you actually took that line there and measured it from where the ball was struck to where it ended up, it was probably about 170 yards, give or take, maybe 165, because the curve you lost 5-10 yards. If that's curving more in the air, it'll still be going 170, but the curve's going to take it further away. So from point A to point B where the ball finishes, it's going to be even shorter. So you'll lose yardage, lose accuracy, and have to sort of fight your swing and start moving it. So really, really get dialed in with that grip. Get that left hand. As I say, from a check point of view, your glove logo, Under Armour logo should be seen. Two knuckles of your left hand should be seen. Okay? And that wrist joint sort of just sitting on top. And if you can, put a club in the living room or the kitchen somewhere, and every sort of, that's lovely, that's spot on. Every sort of 2 or 3 minutes, just sort of stand there. In fact, stay there. If I can, I'll take a photograph in a second when we get back in a sec. Get a club in your hand, just get used to holding that club and swinging it, putting the hands for sort of 2 or 3 minutes, and put the club down and come back an hour later or whatever, okay, or whatever it may be. Put that club in your hand, just get familiar with that club, and you'll find your arm can move nice and freely there.
Yeah.
Nice range of motion. If you turn your hand this way, now your arm just doesn't bend in that way. So,
Yeah.
Does that make sense, everybody? Yeah?
Yeah. It does.
Cool, right, okay.